He's doing a good job on the mic, but calling them kids, you know, again, it's a jive.
The debut edition of WCW Monday Nitro.
I grew up watching the WWF in the 1990s. We didn't have WCW here in Ireland, so I never flipped to Nitro. I never got to see the competition. Until now. 30 years later, I'm watching every episode of Nitro, starting where it all began on September 4th, 1995. Okay, so what I actually do know about WCW going into it, so obviously I know about Hogan's heel turn at Bash at the Beach, that's infamous in wrestling folklore. I know about Luger, I think I might have mentioned it, but Luger shows up on Nitro, the first episode. I know as well, Goldberg, when he comes into it, he has a big, long winning streak. I know Bischoff at some point joins the NWO as well. But some of the things that I'm looking forward to watching, I'm really looking forward to seeing when Bret Hart comes into it. Now, I know his tenure apparently wasn't very good, but Bret Hart is my favourite wrestler of all time, so to see stuff... a part of his career for the first time. That's something I'm really looking forward to. I know it's the end of '97, so it's over 2 years away. Also, Warrior. I loved Warrior growing up. Now I know his brief tenure is supposed to be not good at all, but again, I really look forward to seeing it. I know Piper has a run as well. I love Roddy Piper, so seeing him in it, that's going to be interesting for me to watch. But then seeing guys like Jericho and Big Show before they came to WWF also will be interesting as well too. So that's a lot of stuff that I'm looking forward to seeing as we go in and watch weeks and weeks of Nitro. So I have seen the intro before.
To hold the debut edition of WCW Monday Nitro. Everybody, I'm Eric Bischoff, along with the newest member.
Eric, 83 weeks in a row, Bischoff. He was at WrestleMania 11. He was one of the Lumberjacks. The Brain.
Mr. McMichaels has made it. Welcome to WCW.
Don't underestimate Mongo, Mr. Heenan.
I was a big fan of yours when you played for Denver. I enjoyed all your games.
Footballer or baseball player?
No, wait a minute. What about all the stuff you were saying last night? Come on, now's your opportunity. WCW World Heavyweight Champion Hulk Hogan is going to be here in the main event.
I guess it's not surprising. You would need to have Hogan there on the first episode. Justin Thunder Liger, my younger brother, was obsessed with this guy. Was he ever into WWF though? Or WWE?
WCW where the big boys play.
I heard that a lot in Mayhem. We had WCW Mayhem for the PlayStation. The loose cannon. Lord have mercy on his soul. I'd say that about a lot of wrestlers today now, aren't you? Flying Brian. So was this after... This would have been after he had the tag team with Stone Cold.
Be surprised if he comes off one of the escalators here. If he goes up the down escalator, the man's a tremendous athlete.
People should be watching the WCW, baby.
It doesn't get any better than WCW where the big boys play. Look at that move.
Kind of waited a bit too long for that, Pillman. He should have got out of the way, maybe. I think WWF wasn't showing on this night because the US Open tennis was on. So Nitro kind of could put their first episode on competition, you know, just free. Which I think was a great opportunity for them. But, I know that ref as well. Oh, nice. That was nice. Head scissors.
I hope he don't make him swallow that mask. It might stick in his throat on the way down.
Well, he didn't get him good on that move.
Yeah, he certainly didn't.
Every Monday it'll be like this.
Every Monday coming your way live.
Well, let's see what they show us first.
Ryan Pillman with an Irish whip, then it was reversed by Jushin Liger. Jushin Liger drops down. Nice drop to Holt.
Oh yeah, go on, flip it, flip it, flip it. I love this move. That's a great move. That is a great move. Oh, didn't get all that backdrop either. The suicide dive! Part of the problem with wrestling today is there's too many fancy maneuvers and oh! I thought it was going to be more impact there. But too many fancy maneuvers and also finishers. Whatever happened to finishers being effective? Oh, nice. You know, I never saw this style of Pillman because when he was in WWF, he'd had the injury, hadn't he? That car crash I watched Dark Side of the Ring. There was no
A tactical advantage here, but it is indeed Jushin.
again, not all on it though.
Is it serious trouble?
He's not getting out of this.
No.
Wow. You don't get any closer. Call the action.
Oh, nice.
And again, we see this.
W, the sound of the canvas. I love the sound of the canvas.
I never cared to play football. I'd rather own the team.
So would I, to be honest.
Got some pads in that mask.
Standing
Oh, beautiful.
He's got him.
God, it's lovely. That was a fun match. I enjoyed that. It was a straightforward wrestling match. I don't mind a couple of gimmick matches here and there, but I want most of it to be old school classic wrestling, you know? I think overall I was more impressed by Pillman. But
Better than yours truly. Yeah.
I'm glad that as I'm starting it here, I'm going to see the full transition of Sting.
Nitro weekend. The Dolphins. He's got a steakhouse, but WCW's own World Heavyweight Champion Hulk Hogan.
Who's the greatest wrestler in the world?
Bret Hart.
You know something, Eric Bischoff running wild. And I've eaten so many Hulkaroos and Hulkaroos, I kind of
Hulkaroos. What you gonna do when Pastamania runs wild on you?
TNT, I'm putting the WCW heavyweight title on the line. My Pastamaniacs are tearing their WCW shirts off, brother. I'm gonna give Big Bubba a dose of my Hulkaroos up there, and all my Pastamaniacs run wild on you. What's he gonna do? All right.
Everybody's raving about the food, but
The Nature Boy.
This is a match. Woo! Thank you very much.
the weather channel.
I know what you mean.
That guy looked like a thin version of Henry Godwin.
Ric Flair, 11 times World Heavyweight Champion.
He finished at 14, and Nate was at 15. Sting is one of like the you know, all out WCW guys that I'm really looking forward to watching in this run.
What in the hell is he doing here? Get the
Oh, so now Luger comes out. I knew he appeared like it was like a big. This was huge at the time, and apparently he shook hands with Vince a few days before on a new contract. They just hadn't signed it, but like.
We've got a major problem here.
We have a situation starting here.
Yeah, a big one. I want to know what he's doing here. Right now, we have got the United States Heavyweight Champion Sting. I'm in shock. Lex Luger making an appearance here of all places.
I think Sting does it better, actually.
Takedown. Sting up very quickly. Sting so fast. Incredible height on that.
Whoa, beautiful. I like that exchange. That was nice.
And Ric Flair is in.
And he teamed with Warrior initially. I can't remember what were they called, but they came in together.
Down. Follows it up with a perfectly executed drop kick.
Is he gonna do his flop? No, not quite. Not quite. Surprised, Rick.
Now we're seeing vintage Nature Boy Ric Flair. Thumb to the eyes now, chop to the top of the chest. He has Sting in trouble in the...
This crowd is thunderous, and you can actually hear those chops.
Athletes in the sport today. The Stinger stands.
Third time. He's really quick as well, Sting, isn't he?
That's sheer awesome power from the floor.
Oh yeah.
And throw him over the second rope.
And the Stinger runs right
Okay, that might be the turning point now, where Flair starts to have some momentum.
here on Monday Nitro TNT. We'll be right back.
Get on him, get on him.
Oh my!
I used to watch Raw, and it used to be on Fridays they would shows. They never like took commercial breaks in the middle of a match. But yet, I've gone back to watch Raw now, like obviously it's the American version of the broadcast. You would hear them saying we're going to have a quick commercial break. So they must have like edited that out on the broadcast where I was watching it. Interesting, like we always get to see the full match. How they do it in the last 15, 20 years, but for a while, in the 90s, early 2000s, there's Aaron. But they wouldn't cut it out like. Oh!
Meanwhile, Sting launched.
Okay, so what's Aaron doing here? Trying to figure out. This is the thing. This is the other mission for me now. Assess who's rivals with who, what's been going on, kind of.
Or Ric Flair's.
They patch things up. See, I told you.
Yeah, I know they were two members of the original Horsemen. I can't remember who the other two guys were.
Stupefied about on the action on TNT Monday Nitro. Well, I don't want to get. He was probably up at Pastamania getting something to eat.
Pastamania. Bridge. That's some strength.
What kind of strength did
Is Aaron going to interfere? Or maybe Flair will kind of spot him, get distracted, and then that'll give Sting the opportunity to get the win. Okay, Sting spotted him. Okay, so maybe Flair might get the victory.
Giving up, has he?
No. This man can endure more pain than probably anybody I know. Grueling contest. Both men have got to be feeling the...
Oh, that was 5. He's disqualifying. That was a 5.
Anderson makes his way to the ring.
But that is the rule. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. If it's on 5, you disqualify him. It's worse than VAR sometimes, the wrestling rules.
No, this is unbelievable. This is unbelievable.
This has gotten worse.
Good match until the end. I did enjoy it. It was well executed moves. Although Sting had the most of it though. The hell is that guy?
Wait a minute.
The Macho Man!
Glad you're in a WCW. Wonder, what are we waiting for? Let's do it. We're not waiting for nothing. Let's do it.
Can you give me his name so I know who he is? He looks like Pat Patterson. Doesn't he? It's like WCW's answer to Pat Patterson. And the hairstyle was kind of similar. Another guy I know of from his ECW days. As in, I didn't watch ECW, but I've seen again kind of clips. And to be honest, ECW is not my thing. Was he in ECW before he came to WCW, or did he go to ECW after WCW? See, what I like is a lot of these guys that are in it are former WWF guys, so I have an affiliation for them.
Route to you, a 1995 Harley-Davidson Softail.
If you wanted, could you take the money instead?
You know, in the past,
IRS.
people have talked and talked and talked about the new
With the
generation.
$1 Million Man sign, look.
The new generation is nothing more than the few generation. And that is why I'm here in Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, Sting. Now you've added to the list Mr. Wall Street. Road in the WCW, people are gonna know for sure that Michael Wall Street is a real player.
Wrestling in a suit of fucking hell.
And welcome back to the action. Here comes the man of doom.
I'm trying to hear his music.
gotta be impressed?
It doesn't seem to. It's not the same punch to it as he's, you know, WWF. Sorry, I'm not trying to be biased or anything. I'm generally going in impartial as I can be, but I think everyone would agree his music in WWF is way better than that. I should do a counter meter on how long Hogan won't be champion during this era. Champion. I'm going to do that. So how many, whatever amount of weeks I watch of Nitro, of how many of those weeks Hogan wasn't champion.
Oh, Lord. What are the odds of Hogan taking this guy out and mall dragging him around the Mall of America?
Sometimes forget how tall Hogan was, because Boston was quite tall too. I'd say Boston was probably about maybe 6'5". Just
Like I
somewhat.
said a few moments ago, he has declared war on the Dungeon of
Oh,
Doom.
the Bossman thing there. It's also kind of nice as well to see a bit of Hogan before he ends up going with the NWO as well.
Thank you kindly, Mr. Brain. Don't mention it. McNuggets.
And a boot to the midsection by Big Bubba. Big Bubba now hammering away on the World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, Bischoff, like he's not a terrible commentator, but he's not great.
Simple. That's it. Hogan is too much of a technician to let them.
Hogan, a technician? I never would have put those two together in one sentence.
He said he's had his pasta. This might go on all night.
Stone. I mean, just
Come
think.
down, yeah.
You got the shark. Flesh eating. Oh.
Twitch and Jimmy Hart is a good guy too.
Right between the eyes.
What the hell's the ref doing?
Oh. What's that all
What the
about?
hell was that about? Yeah. And the fact Hogan sold it so.
Going after World Heavyweight Champion.
Boy, that'll make you cough up the pasta.
He's back on the Hulkster.
He did make a mistake. You never turn your back here at WCW. Especially
He's just covering up.
Foreign
his mouth so
object.
He's not scared to death.
Running clothesline.
gonna know know who he is after War Games. With the Dungeon of Doom looking for his hide.
I know he's slammed bigger guys, but it's still impressive. Do you know when the crowd are into a match, that can really elevate it? Like, yeah, sure, this isn't the greatest match ever, but the fact the crowd are into it so much, it just keeps you engaged.
Top turnbuckle. Hogan's in a lot of
What,
trouble
the
because this big man is going to spell. Right hands coming off the ropes.
Oh, he's gonna Hulk up. How much over was this still at this stage? Because I think by the end of his run in WWF, the fans were getting tired of it. So, as a WCW viewer yourself at the time, were you kind of like, oh god, Hogan with this again? 3 counts. Ref.
Hulk Hogan, the WCW.
Now, will he do his Hogan must pose? Oh, there's the earthquake. The shame the earthquake is down as the shark, because he's a really good wrestler. Oh, he came back. Whoa. Like Hulk Hogan and the would-be Hulk Hogan, at least in WWF, as they tried to do, make him the new Hogan.
Said things were gonna happen every Monday night, and it's happening. What are you doing here, Luger? You got no business in my backyard, Luger. Well, let me tell you why I'm here. I'll make it clear in the world today. You wear that WCW belt around your waist. Before you jump the gun, hold on just 1 second and let me finish. Then you'll have your piece. Just let me finish. Sick and tired of playing around with kids. I'm here to get it on with the big boys. And I don't care whether it's next month, next year, or 5 years from now.
Doing a good job on the mic, but calling them kids, you know, again, it's a jibe.
There's thousands of Hulkamaniacs, brother, that are going to stand behind me each and every bit of the way, Luger. And I'll put the WCW title on the line next Monday on Monday Nitro. You got a deal, right?
Okay, that's a great way to get you psyched for next week. I mean, if I'm being technical about it, how would someone who just came back in be deserving of a title shot, you know? You know, if you're Sting and Savage, you probably go, what?
Turn it, the match has been signed. Hulk Hogan to put his WCW World Heavyweight title on the line.
Yourself, sports fans, if you don't tune in next week, you got to screw loose. You're getting this stuff off. Was he in the movie, Ben?
We're out of time. WCW Monday Nitro on TNT, and we'll see you next week when Hogan meets Luger.
Okay, that was the first ever episode of Nitro, and I think there was some really good stuff in this episode. There was also a couple of stuff that maybe weren't so strong, but I'll start with the strengths. I thought the in-ring action was quite good. Pullman and Liger was a decent match, although I think Liger, I was a little underwhelmed by him. I thought he could have done it better. Maybe he was injured, but I don't know, just some of the moves that he did weren't maybe executed as good as I thought they would. Pullman looked good though. Sting and Flair was a fun match with some very good, crisp, executed maneuvers. Maybe it was kind of expected to be a bit longer, because there was only 3 matches on the night, so they could have had it a bit longer. But I did enjoy it. And then Aaron coming out, attacking, the way with the brawl without on Flair, that was like, okay, bit of intensity here, that could work. Bring some intrigue for the pay-per-view. The main event for the title, as I said, it wasn't the best match in the world, but the audience were very much into it, so that always makes things a little more engaging. Hogan, it was interesting to see still doing a lot of the same stuff he did when he was in WWF. I thought maybe the hulking up thing might have kind of started to dwindle at this stage, but obviously still doing it. But I am curious to know, like, for you, some of the audience weren't into it, but for you as a WCW viewer, were you a bit jaded by it at that stage? Because as I said, at the end of his WWF tenure, they'd kind of got sick of it, you know, same thing. The pasta interview was bizarre. That was very strange. I don't think that was a good move to do on the very first episode. But his interaction with Luger at the end, that was really good. And the fact that they set up that match for next week, like, that would make you very intrigued, looking forward to seeing that title match. Seeing how it's going to go, because Luger now, they're trying to bring him in, obviously, in a big way. Having him take on Hogan, I don't see a title change happening, so it's going to be very intriguing to see how that match takes shape. Commentary, enjoyed Heenan. Bischoff, he's not the best commentator in the world. And McMichael, still kind of feeling him out not sure what to make of him yet. But there was some funny exchanges between him and the Brain. So on the whole, definitely it had me intrigued. Good, solid wrestling action, which I think is one of the first things you got to look for when you're watching a wrestling show. But there was enough stuff in there to make me engaged for the next episode. So yeah, on the whole, I think I'd give it maybe a B-. But guys, let me know in the comments your thoughts on the first episode. What did you like about it? What did you not like about it? And if you enjoy the channel, guys, and you want to join me on this journey, hit the subscribe button. That would be brilliant as well. But until next week at episode 2, thanks for watching with the big boys. Still trying to figure out what's a good outro saying. Maybe you can help me with that as well in the comments.